memorable match. Whew, there's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of crazy ones. I'd have to say recently, being able to work with some of the stars that I've worked with in the last several months, from Too Cool member Rikishi Fatu to former World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion Yokozuna, to Julio Fantastico, one of the rising stars, Jackmaster John Diamond, Salvatore Sincere, legendary Hart Foundation member Jimmy Anvil Neidhart, Kevin Landry, who's a rising star in the WWF. I can go on and on. I've worked against Jake the Snake Roberts, the Bushwhackers, King Kong Bundy, Jerry the King Lawler. I got a chance to work with him, and Tony DeVito from the Baldies. I mean, it's a who's who. I can go on and on. That experience right there, being able to talk to guys like Sid Vicious and just sit there and listen to the conversations in the locker room from Tito Santana, Buddy Landel, Doug Gilbert, just listening to these guys is my most memorable experience. Being able to learn the business and listening to the road stories and being behind the scenes. But as far as matches, I would have to say recently, myself being in the corner with Jackmaster John Diamond against a legendary Patriot on a show here in Connecticut was incredible. And I would also have to say, going up against the likes of Rikishi Fatu and Yokozuna and Justin Credible, the ECW heavyweight champion, going up against those guys are my most memorable moments. And being in the corner of all those stars and all the athletes that are in my corner, so to speak, is very, very memorable.
With all your memorable experiences, do you have any unpleasant experiences with that?
Well, that's a good question, Alexis, and I'm glad to see that you're doing your homework. I like the Playboy Bunny there. I've had a lot of, not a lot, but I've had a few negative experiences. You're always getting heat with someone, so to speak. I would have to say negative experiences would be with bookers and promoters. With the workers themselves, it's like family. The guys are great, the locker rooms are great, but working for every guy who wants to throw a show, every organization that pops up, every guy that promises you something, doesn't deliver on it, traveling all over, breaking your butt on the independents, giving 120% night after night, the bumps and bruises, and working for the backstabbing, shiesty, lying, scumbag bookers and promoters that you have in this business makes me sick, because most of these people that run these organizations don't know what the hell they're doing. They're promising you all kinds of things, and they come up with all kinds of excuses, and I want to say that end of the business, the business part of the business, is something that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, because these people, Stone Cold Steve Austin said it best, trust nobody. Don't trust anybody, because that's the way it is in this business. And if you think it's bad in the independents and in the big time, doing all the local shows, it's just as bad. And I would have to say that end of it is the business part of it is the part of professional wrestling that I don't like.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add to the people listening to this interview?
Well, I thank you, and I appreciate your time. I could sit here and talk about the business all day. You're seeing not the Big Daddy character. You're seeing Rick. You're seeing me as myself, the Big Daddy character. I just say professional wrestling is, I want to say that I personally think it's over the edge right now. I don't like a lot of the storylines. Sex sells. It's all TNA. There's no room for a lot of that in this business. They've gotten away from the tradition in the professional wrestling, but I guess that has a lot to say about the society that we live in. And I want to say to anyone that's trying to do this, young and old, to be careful. Watch your back. Train. Don't take this as a joke, because this is serious business. I don't like people that joke with me about this business. This is not a fake business. It's entertainment, yes, but it's athletic performance. And it's a tough business to be in. And my advice to everyone out there, don't try this at home, like they say on TV. Don't try this at home. Come out to the local independents, support it. There's a lot of talented athletes out there. There's a lot of room for everybody in this business. And it's the business that I love, that I've been around for almost 25 years.
In the up-and-coming months, where is Big Daddy going to be? Where can people come see you?
Well, hopefully Big Daddy will be on top in one of the big organizations, but if that doesn't happen, I'm happy doing what I'm doing, working for the big organizations such as the NAWA and Northeast and Maryland Championship Wrestling and so on and so forth, all the big groups that are out there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to make my impact in this business. This is my third go-round in this business, and watch out for Big Daddy, because as far as managers, color commentators go, there's nobody in the professional wrestling business that is like me. I've been around Jim Cornette, Gary Hart, Bill Alfonso, Captain Lou Albano, and I'd have to say Big Daddy is definitely on the rise. And where my career is going and who I'm working for, only time will tell. Check back in, and you never know when you can see Big Daddy. Maybe on Jerry Springer again.